Hi there, students of Digital Culture 303. I'm Kathy Inman-Behrens, and I'll be teaching the second half of our Digital Aesthetics class. I wanted to make this short video introduction to help you get oriented in our reading. We'll be working together for about 6 weeks. We'll start with Comparative Textual Media, edited by Catherine Hales and Jessica Pressman, and I'm going to be providing you a short summary of some of the key ideas in the introduction so that as you review the particular chapters for which you are individually responsible, and as you read through the other chapters that we'll study for the week, you'll have some key terms in mind. I begin by quoting from the first page of the introduction, in which the editors say, "As the era of print is passing, it is possible once again to see print in a comparative context with other textual media, including the scroll, the manuscript codex, the early print codex, the variations of book forms produced by changes from letterpress to offset to digital publishing machines, and born digital forms such as electronic literature and computer games." I think that the historicity of this introduction is very helpful to us as we try to situate the importance of new aesthetic practices around digital textual reading and mobility. Along the lines of historical ways of construing the importance of digital textuality, the editors point out that John Cayley and J. David Bolter have both pointed out that writing surfaces have always been complex, and that it's a bit of a fantasy we indulged in when we thought about the simplicity of paper, pen, and ink, that somehow it was straightforward or even unmediated. The proliferating array of technical devices that began in the mid-19th century, including telegraphs, phonographs, typewriters, dictaphones, teletypes, and wire recorders, right up through the mobile device I'm using right now to record this video to you, has made that illusion harder to sustain. So we are going to be spending some time thinking about media-specific analysis and textuality as a mediated practice. We understand that it's a change that is deeply bound up, this is probably Hales saying this, deeply bound up with the techniques on conscious, unconscious, and non-conscious levels, with media technologies serving to support, scaffold, and extend cognition in ways consequential for social, economic, and political structures. So Hales's book, How We Think, published in 2012, has really gone a long way toward thinking about the techna that we have always used to augment our mental capacities. And I think that to think about a comparative study of all text-based media is a way of thinking about the boundaries between text, visual, and oral forms that have always existed and proliferated around us, but that things like electronic literature, digital art, and video games make us more conscious of than perhaps we used to be. A comparative textual media framework, then, does not render print-based skills obsolete. On the contrary, they form an essential component of critical and pedagogical practices. So with these ideas in mind, and of course the ethic of making that guides our intuitions about how to approach texts critically, I'll set you loose on assigned chapters. You'll each be reading or summarizing 2 chapters per week, and we'll be talking about all of them together. I think I've laid out a really interesting set of readings for you on basically the theme of materiality and cognition and embodiment. So we'll be playing with lots of different art forms and the aesthetic practices that subtend them. So I will see you 1 week from today, ready to talk about comparative textual media. All of the I've also created a folder inside of Misida. In the lecture notes, I've created a folder where you can also add your summaries, so that students will have this as an ongoing, you all will have each other's summaries as an ongoing resource. Okay, see you a week from today.